Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah, and in today's video we are going to be cash stuffing the first paycheck of December. I just want to apologize in advance if you guys hear some noises. My upstairs neighbor sounds like she's dragging furniture around or something like that, so hopefully it's not too bothersome. So in this week's cash stuffing, we're going to be stuffing $925, and that is going to be for both our sinking funds as well as some of our savings goals. But I think actually that this might just be for sinking funds this week. So I mentioned in my last video that my husband was sick all of last week, I believe, and we kind of missed out on a paycheck, so we just did kind of the bare minimums. And for us, the bare minimums would be our bills, our annual and high priority sinking funds, as well as our variable expenses. So that is what we're going to be cash stuffing today. So how are you doing, guys? I hope that you're having a good week so far. So I'm filming this on a Thursday. I think it is December 4th, and December has been a really interesting month for me so far. I've been dealing with some background business stuff, and it hasn't been the best experience, honestly. So maybe I'll talk about it once it's resolved. But for now, groceries is getting $200. But for now, things are a little bit stressful on my part. I am planning to kind of dial down on my Etsy for a little bit until I get all of this stuff figured out. So gas is getting $100, so 100, 150. Yeah, I think my neighbor upstairs is moving furniture around. Sorry about that, guys. But as I was saying, I kind of plan on dialing down a little bit on my Etsy. So I did temporarily remove all of my physical products for now. I will be bringing them back eventually. I do want to update kind of what my shop looks like to make it look a little more cohesive, because I'm not very happy with how it looks like right now. So eating out is getting $80. So eating out now has 50, 70, 90, 100, 110. So hopefully I can get that all sorted. My digital products are still available, and I'm working on my new project, which I'm not ready to reveal yet, but hopefully soon. So coffee will be getting $20. But yeah, I'm thinking I'm just going to do digitals for a while, and hopefully that'll be okay. So hubby spending is getting $30, so 20 and 30. And so far he has 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, $39. Fur Babies is going to be getting $10. So they now have 20, 30, 1, 2, and 3, $33. And miscellaneous is going to get skipped. And honestly, like, I don't even know. I think I should probably take this envelope out, because I don't really use miscellaneous in our budget anymore. I feel like we have enough categories to be able to fit anything into something. So if I do end up using the miscellaneous envelope, then I'll just bring it back. But the next thing that we have is our blue binder, which has all of our annual expenses as well as high priority. I forgot to add my little what's it called, linen dashboard here, because when I was rearranging everything, I'm a little scatterbrained this week, you guys. So annual subs is going to be getting $5. So $10, $15, $20 in annual subs. The next thing we have here is car registration, which is going to be getting $5. So 5, 10, 15. And these are all pretty much envelopes that we just started a couple weeks ago, so they don't really have anything in them. So dental is going to be getting $5. So we have $5 and $10. School weeks is going to be getting $125. Whoops. So 120. Whoops, and 5 for school weeks. So you guys can tell this is one of the probably higher priorities we have is school week. So we have 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 90, 400, 415, 420, I think. tuition is going to be getting $50, and I'm actually deciding to assign my mini Mondays to go towards the tuition expenses because I like budgeting $50 for mini Mondays. And it just so happens that tuition gets $50 every single week. So I thought that it was a good idea to have tuition be, or sorry, to have the mini Mondays be for saving up for tuition. So tuition now has $150. So hopefully I can start doing my mini Mondays videos for this paycheck, and then it'll be posted shortly after this video is posted, if that makes sense. Because I really do like doing mini Mondays, and I have the cutest setup for it. If you guys have watched my old videos, you probably know which setup I'm talking about, the one from Beezy's Things. So yeah, I absolutely love my binder for that one. So we have 5 and 10 for vision. And so moving on to high priority, for car maintenance, we are doing $40. So this is also one of the higher priorities for us. So 20 and 40. So we have 50, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200 for car maintenance. For medical, this one is a little bit odd, and the reason being is because we get reimbursed for pretty much all of our out-of-pocket expenses. It's not exactly an HSA or an FSA. I'm not exactly sure what those are. I just know that they're health accounts for health-related expenses. I think they're very similar to what we have. What we have is an SBA. So for my husband's job, since he's unionized, I don't know if all the electrical unions do this out in the country, but the employer will contribute an X amount of dollars into his account every single month. And then whenever we get statements or receipts of the out-of-pocket expenses we can submit it to them, and then they'll reimburse us the full amount of what we paid out of pocket. So let me know down in the comments if that's similar to an FSA or HSA. I haven't looked into it yet, but I think it's somewhat like the same concept, but I don't know. So that one is getting 170. I think I just grabbed it without saying. So we have 100, 200, 250, 70, 90, $300. And we are looking to spend a portion of this because my husband needs to pay his physical therapy bill. It took a while to get through insurance, but now all of the statements came out. So I'm assuming we're going to be paying pretty much all of his sessions that he's done so far, which I think is like probably like a month's worth of PT pretty soon here. So work fund is going to be getting $20. Is it? No, $10. I lied. $10. And one envelope I forgot to add here is actually pet emergency, which is getting $20. So I'm going to take this and put this to the side, and then I'll add it off camera. Sick days is getting $20. So it now has 20, 40, 60, 65. Now, I am wondering what this 10 or, oh, right. Okay. I keep forgetting that I now have my own personal binder, and I do eventually want to add envelopes into here. I just want to be able to really think about the categories I want to add. So far, I only have 3 categories here, which is spending, treats, and gaming. I do want to add some stuff for maybe like clothes or makeup or something like that, but I'm going to start with these 3 categories. So I do get $30, but I split it into 10s. So this week, I think I decided to put 20 in treats. So hold on, let me do this one by one. So 20 in treats. So treats now has 10, 20, 30. And then the last 10, sorry, these envelopes are still pretty new, so I gotta break them in a little bit. Is gaming is going to be getting the $10, so it now has $30. I honestly, for my personal spending, I don't really buy things for myself. That's kind of like an item thing. You know, I typically like to spend my money on gaming because it's my primary hobby, and then treats because I like treating myself. I don't know, but in terms of buying like physical things that I like, I usually just put it on my Christmas wish list, and then maybe I'll get it during Christmas, but I don't really buy that much, like, you know, tangible things for myself. So that is pretty much going to be all for our cash stuffing this week. I think if everything goes according to plan, next week we'll be able to stuff all of our envelopes, including our low priority sinking funds. So hopefully we'll be able to do that next week. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this type of content, let me know by liking this video and subscribing to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Happy budgeting. Bye.